She said she my eye, but I don't know her. Had to look her up. I know that I'm rich, but I can help it. I'm hood as fuck. I've been on these bitches next so long, sometimes I fucking stuck. I can put you in my business. You might wish me dead tomorrow. Bitches be on today, sing every word up tomorrow. I still got cases open. Keep your mouth shut tomorrow. Play with me today, then get some sleep. You know it's up tomorrow. Fake, that's what my friend. Both. See, I think y'all should scissor. She bought a chain, I bought the same one, even bigger. She throwing shots, that's how I know I got a trigger. I don't speak dog hoe, I don't care what no bitch say. I stay on her mind, I got condos in that head. She said she don't fuck with me, who say that you can't hold? That munching, he gon' eat me like a mango. Long ass week, it be tickling my ass crack. Wonder what I do tomorrow that these hoes will be mad at. Oh yeah, it's sweet, and I always get my lick boo. I thought for my bitches and I'm fighting over dick too.
Can't say your name up in my songs, might not with you tomorrow. Can get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a tomorrow. Ain't the buy no credit score, I might be rich tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. Can't say your name up in my songs, might not with you tomorrow. Can get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a tomorrow. Ain't the buy no credit score, I might be rich tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. You would think I went to school for chiropractic. Looking good as hell today, just sent my nigga 5 attachment. Why'd you come from me by the man? You back for that, come at me by niggas who I don't even.
Hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome and happy Friday. It's Friday, and you know what that means. We start off by talking about reasonable doubt. Get in here. I see a lot of you in here already. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hit that like button, show us some love in the chat, and let us know what you are thinking about this episode. I'm going to bring him out first because I feel like I don't never bring out Lawrence first. Lawrence, are you ready to get into reasonable doubt?
Wow, happy Friday to everybody. I'm sitting here in my 1970s Delphonics black sweater, and I'm kind of happy slash sad. I'm happy that it's Friday, but I'm still a little bit sad about the Mama Lou ordeal. I know we'll talk about it, so it's kind of bittersweet, but other than that, I'm feeling good.
Oh, Lord, Lawrence, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about Mama Lou. You know how I feel about Mama Lou, so this is going to be interesting. Ashley, what about you? Are you ready to get into Jax and her mama?
Yeah, and I'm ready to get in. Here's the thing, y'all. I'm doing amazing. Glad to see everyone. Hope everyone is here and ready to have a good time. Y'all would never have baby Jax on the playground with powder. With powder.
Woo.
Like, I didn't think that was not on my bingo card to see in the episode. But, you know, an interesting episode. I'm definitely ready to talk about it and hope everyone's having an amazing Friday so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get DeMarcus here, starting off early, hitting us with super chats. Thank you so much, DeMarcus, who said, congratulations on 32K subs. You know, I do what I can. I do what I can. Thank you. Growing every day. Thank you, DeMarcus. Getting into these overall thoughts, I'm gonna go first. Like, I am really, and I guess I shouldn't say surprised at how consistent the show has been, even though I do have my little quarrels with it. It's really, really small things. This has been a really good season. I am loving us getting all this depth in history where we have met Jax for the third season now. It's really great that we get to still unfold and have time with her. And I wasn't distracted at all or didn't favor it because we didn't really get any Ozzy or we were just hyper focused all on Jax. We need that because we know Jax is messed up. But we didn't know to what extent. We heard about it and we heard, you know, what Mama said about the whole scenario and why Papa Eddie wasn't there. But just to go back and really reflect on it, I was like, oh, Jax, girl, she just never stood a chance. And I think this episode made that very, very clear. This episode also did some other stuff with Mama Lou that we're going to talk about later because, excuse me, Ashley, how did you feel about this episode?
Overall, I thought this was a good episode. Here's my thing, right? You can't come in the last hour and rewrite history as far as the dynamic with Jax and her mama. I really, really wish in season 1 this bond and this deep connection had really been ingrained in us. But ever since we met Mama Lou and seen Jax, it's been enmity, right? Mama Lou act like she didn't give a damn about Jax, and the relationship has forever been strained. So now for me, seeing Jax react in this way, I'm like, girl, really? Is that really? You put all that to the side and you're just really concerned. And it could be because she is the product of a very toxic upbringing and the stuff that happened later with the second husband. But I was like, really, girl? Like, really, Jax? But, hey, she likes to have, I don't want to say Jax likes to have a pity party. Jax, I don't want to even say she likes to be in the center of drama, but she finds herself there. So I do want to give respect to the episode for taking us down through there and really letting us know why Jax is the way that she is. Because I think enduring trauma, I think seeing the what is it, the needle in Eddie Kane, which Darkus Eddie Kane Jr.'s arm, I think all of that played into her psyche. And then of course being violated or groomed by the stepfather and the mom taking that side. I think this has all made Jax the woman that she is today. The woman with father issues, the woman with mama issues, the woman who has a strange relationship with men in general and has a weird relationship with her own kids. I respect it, but I really needed it earlier on. I'd like to, like, again, Mama Lou dying, and now you want to throw this in there. The other thing I hope is that it's not Mama Lou in that bedroom. It was so on the nose. It's something we all probably thought it was going to be either Mama Lou or the dad in the very beginning. But other than that, I thought it was strong. I don't trust Daniel. There's a lot to talk about, but overall it was fine. Not my favorite episode of the season, but it was cool for what it was. It wasn't all that, but it was cool.
Lawrence, overall thoughts.
Wow, I thought it was a very emotional episode, and I can't piggyback on what Ashley said that she kind of wished that we kind of got introduced to younger Jax. Maybe we could have got this in season 2, but I'm cool with it happening in season 3 because we get a chance to pull back those layers of the woman that is known as Jax. And we know Mama Lou hopefully is going to pull through, but I just got a funny feeling in my stomach that one of these parents is going to go away. I could be wrong. But when I heard that scream, that type of scream to me lets me know that somebody close to you is dying. But overall, I thought the episode was great. This is 10 episodes, if I'm not mistaken. So every episode to me has been absolutely kicking. Like, they are not playing. The writing has been crystal clear. It's been so tight. And I'm loving the series thus far. And Sally, we'll talk about Sally from P Valley and Bill. I can't wait to talk about them.
Sally from the Valley. Yeah, with all the stuff we've been getting, I'm happy with the show. But here, I wanted to start with the end because we really didn't get a whole lot of Ozzy or his dynamics in his case. It was just really about Jax. But baby, Daniel running around in them tidy whities trying to get intel. He's running around when our big good assistant down there said, yeah, tell old girl, Christine, tell her I said hi. Because I know what you've been doing. Like, what? No, that was a professional hug. Like, nothing has been professional about your whole scenario since we met it. And the way that Daniel tried to defend it, like, well, yeah, I'm getting in contact with Alex and I'm going to get some information. I'm still on the job. I'm not jeopardizing anything. And it's giving what we already said. You need to come clean and tell Jax what's going on. We do not want you harmed again, Daniel, and we don't want you to lose your job. At which he says he's going to get to it, and he has Alex dangling on the string. He getting all into the what did he get, was it an air tag or a tracker or something? I don't know what it did. No, he shared his location. That's what he did. Shared the location, and he's following her all the way through the days. We get to the ending of this episode and we get what we always get with her and their dynamic. The moment he asks a real question, he's trying to dig deeper than she cares to explain. It's the kisses. Oh, it's kisses. Yeah, I'm just here. Who, me? In the intense. Yeah, I'm just in the unit for a friend. Nothing to see here, nothing to see. Beautiful gowns, and goes on her way and says on the phone, like, baby, Alex, you gotta worry about him. He won't be a problem much longer. He getting here hurt, real hurt. But by the time we get to the end, Alex seems real dead because the line said no. It said absolutely no. And it's just like, well, hell, what exactly did you guys do to Alex and who did it? If this is all about him not leaking any further, I think they call it TMZ, this information about Wendy in this video. I think she's on the phone with her parents. I think she's on the phone with her parents or a parent. And they are all in this together. Like I said, I feel like this entire family has been on Ozzy's neck. and they're working as a whole. I don't think it's just one person in particular. I think they all had a hand in it, and that's what's going on. But it's up to us to kind of figure that out later whenever we get there. But Lawrence, how did you feel about this? And do you think Alex is dead? And who was she on the phone with?
I think, I think without a shadow of a doubt, I hate to say what I'm about to say, but I think she was on the phone with her daddy. When I went back and watched a couple episodes, I feel like the daddy is not showing enough remorse. Again, I could be wrong, but I feel like it's the daddy, right? And I don't think Alex is dead. He's more likely on life support. He'll probably be back next episode. I don't think he'll be dead. If he is dead, that'd be so wild. That'd be like a major bombshell, right? But I don't think he's dead. And of course, Kristen do what she always do: throw her body at Daniel, right? You know how it is with men. We can't think with two of them. You know what I'm saying? So um, and when I think about Kristen, she is so conniving. She is so sneaky, and I think Daniel's going to get caught up real bad in the next episode. And he made him getting hurt himself. I'm not talking about hurt from my heart is hurting because a girl who I love is doing bad things. I'm talking about he may be physically get into altercation. But again, we will see. I sometimes be having some wild theories, but they're just what the show do to you. They make you think.
And how many times we gotta have you in a physical altercation, Daniel? Daniel has just been too close for comfort too many times, and he's already been physically hurt. And with these shows escalating every season, I would feel like we would have to escalate it if something happened to him. I just need him to stay clear. I'm hoping it comes down to Daniel having to make the hard choice and stop pulling them panties to the side and turn her ass in. Ashley, how did you feel about this? And who was she on the phone with?
Girl, I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it was damn Monica. Kristen is so untrustworthy and a mastermind. She's like an evil Penny Proud. She is diabolical. I think she's the author of the confusion. And I even more believe my hypothesis from last week when I said that this is about some other stuff, some unrequited vengeful anger that she's got going on with being looked over. Daniel's in over his head. He's too prideful and too boastful right now. You're too confident. You're too cocky, Daniel. And you're not going to make me believe it because I know you haven't got no coot nanny in forever. And so this is your first coot nanny after a drought, and you act like you have the wherewithal to do all of this. And I got her. I got her on lock, right? I shadowed her phone. I'm following everywhere. I know the tea. And I'm going to run to Jackson. I'm going to be top cop. Daniel's in over his head. I don't think he's dealt face to face with this level of corruption. And I agree with Lawrence. You in danger, Molly. Like you're in danger, girl. Like what's our call him a soccer mom? You're in danger, Daniel, and I'm so sad for you because it's not what you think it is. And I like it that he's like, oh, I know everything she's doing. I know that she's lying to me, and I'm playing the game. Baby, she's gonna play it better than you because she's been playing it longer than you. Kristen's
Right.
the evil mastermind. Watch. At the end of this last scene, I said, see, I told y'all. She planned it all. And like I said, in my mind, now I'm fully convinced that Mama probably is not a part of this from the beginning. I don't
Yeah.
think that.
Yeah.
I still, y'all, everybody on the internet, y'all are saying the dad. I still don't see it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's somebody we haven't even met yet, or it's Monica. But I'm waiting. And yes, starring Toya. This was not my favorite episode of the season. I feel like we've had several stronger episodes this season. This was just a lot of backstory, but we've had some very suspenseful, very well written, and it's not a dig. It's just the season's been really good, and so I have other favorite episodes. But yeah, sorry.
But let's get on here. Jax came in here with all the energy in the beginning of this episode. She was mad. She was real big mad. Like, oh Lord. Jax always comes through like a ball of fire, and I knew that she was gonna be on a rampage because my mama's sick, and what is she doing about it? Like, oh Lord, she's in a panic, and in the beginning, she's in a panic of okay, we need to figure out what to do, what doctor she's seeing, is she taking it seriously, what's going on, and why do you guys know and I don't? She didn't trust me to tell me. By the time we make it on down there to Mama Lou, and it's that's I was like, maybe let her go. Let her go and do whatever she wants to do. It's very stubborn, and later, of course, we'll get to that. It's more in a sense of protective mode, and I'm in mommy mode, and I want to protect Jax. I don't want to lay this on her shoulders. There's always a sense of needing to protect Jack because she's working and she's doing all these things, and she has all of these other traumas. I don't want to lay this at her feet. I would have laid at Eddie, who just came out of nowhere. All right, mama. But Jax is not feeling this, so she's standing firm and setting out all these conditions, and we're going to visit doctors. And I just really, I mean, we'll get to it. This whole thing about Mama Lou being selfless right now. This is selfless, and she's protecting you as a mother because she didn't. I'm like, what? This the way that she pursued it and the way that she addressed Jax, even though Jax did come on strong, I felt like it was a natural reaction for her character, especially given she's an attorney. Let's get affairs and things into order. We're keeping it a secret like it's a death sentence and it's only stage 2, which is a good thing. Let's attack it and let's make a plan. It's just like her and this DNR and leaving the power of attorney with Eddie. And I'm not even going to tell you. It was selfish to me. It was not selfless. I didn't see that. I didn't see any of the picture that they were trying to paint for Mama Lou here, and I didn't understand why. Maybe we'll get into it later, or maybe their pattern of forgiveness or whatever's occurring between her and Eddie for her to lay everything in his hands. And if things go astray, you wouldn't want it to be Jax, the lawyer. I don't know. Actually, was this a selfless, act for you? And did you feel it? Do you feel like Jax came in too strong, or was she at right to feel the way that she felt?
I mean, this was a manipulation tactic, in my opinion. We know that Mama Lou is an elder hoe, and she's been playing games with Jax's mind for a very, 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 very long time. Even that stunt she pulled, I won't always be around for you to blame Jax. Like, it's part of that. It ties into that generation. I feel like, unfortunately, some of the toxic mothers from that generation, and fathers for that matter, this was about, even the part where Jax is like, Mom, please just say you'll come and stay at the house and you can stay in Terrence's room and we'll take care of you. Fine, Jackson. There was this little smirk on her face. I'm like, even now in her condition, it's like, I still want to vie for power or for your affection. I want to hear you say it. I want to make you say it. No, this wasn't about, I don't want to burden you, Jax. This was about, I want to see how hard you're going to fight for me. I want to see if you really care about me. I think this was all about stroking Mama Lou's ego. I want to feel loved by you, Jax. Are you really going to get upset and mad about it? Good. I like you upset and mad. It was very selfish to me, in my opinion. I get another side of it, and in her mind, she may have literally been thinking, well, if something happens to me, I don't want Jax to feel responsible for that or carry that. But that's not the elder hoe that we've met up to this point. So I'm inclined to side with manipulation, because why would you want this crackhead to make your final decisions? You making him your power of attorney. You're already a DNR, so what other choices does he have to make? Like, it gave very much, we're playing a game over here. Didn't like it one bit, and I don't feel like Jax deserves that. At this point, always feeling being chosen last by your mother. Now, that's the message they sent very strongly, what was it, in season 2, about the stepfather and all of that, and you chose him over me. So now, again, you're choosing a crackhead over me because you feel like he's in a better position to make choices for you than I am. I hated everything about it. It definitely felt like manipulation to me. This did not feel like love. It did not feel like concern. It didn't feel like none of that, in my opinion.
It's like, just leave me alone. Don't even try to drive me to the house. I'm going by myself. I've been going. I don't need you. I was like, what is all like the stubbornness? What is the stubbornness for? It really gave, oh, you're gonna appreciate me after this. Let me see how much you really like. How much do you really love me? Like,
that's what I'm saying. And then Jax finally, he can't even lift you up. Okay, girl, I'll come over. Shut up. Go in the home. Damn it. She pissed me off.
It was kind of like a play at her emotions because Jax has been on this crusade since we've met her about her questionable ass motherhood, and it's like, you can appreciate me and you should more than you do because I won't always be here and I've been a good mother to you, even if you don't notice it, because if you didn't and if I wasn't, you would care about me dying and having this DNR all ready to go into place. Ma'am, this is manipulation. Lawrence?
I do feel that Jax did come on a little bit too strong, especially in the beginning of this episode when she was going off on Lou. Me personally, I would have been calm, trying to get everything, trying to get all the right answers, right? But she even went on to basically getting ready to blame Lewis. She asked Lewis, "Did you know this?" Right? He's like, "No, no, I just found out." He was so scared of Jax in that moment, right? He was absolutely terrified, right? She was like, and I know you're hiding something. Of course, we know that he is hiding another secret. And of course, Lewis tells him, if you don't tell her, I will. But I kind of can't understand some of what Jax is going through with, right? And she mentioned it in the last episode when she said, what episode did we just watch? She was like, I'm paraphrasing here what I'm about to say, but she kind of was like, you're choosing him over me. I've been with you since we was a child. The audacity of you, my mom, to let him become the power of attorney kind of feels like a slap in the face, if I'm being honest, right? So I kind of can understand where Jax is coming from with the situation. But then again, Jax and her mother, it's sad that they're batting heads while her mom is potentially on her deathbed, right? And a lot of times, and I actually mentioned this right here, but a lot of times, I know my parents told me this right here. Do not put them in a home, right? And I get along with my parents pretty well, but a lot of times in our generation, whenever we don't get along with our parents, they will end up going to a nursing home, right? And I easily could see that for Mama Lou and Jax if they don't work out. I'm hoping that them two, with the cancer and all that, they can hopefully patch a couple of things up. But the way it's looking, even in death and on a deathbed, it's a scary dynamic between his mother and daughter. And sometimes I'm wondering, can these two women truly heal? Like I know Jax is going on for a lot of stuff with her dad, but sometimes I wonder about the relationship with her mother as well.
It's not happening, Lawrence. It's not happening because she even now doesn't want to be held accountable for anything. Mama just doesn't. It's like it happened, just move on. Think about all the good things I did. I wasn't always in a way. It wasn't always a situation with Paul and whatever. What about the good times? It's like, but you can still account for the things that happened to me. Like she's just not there. And if you're not there at this point, I don't think she ever will be. Thank you so much, Bree, for the super chat. I don't think the dad did it, but he was definitely clapping Wendy, which is disgusting. She was with the son, sir. I think it's a collective effort, and we're going to see what's really going on. But I'm definitely going to keep my eye on mom, dad, and the whole family at this point. It's just
Yeah,
it's just a tragic thing because
yeah.
we're nowhere to be found being active. Now, speaking of Folox being scared, Lewis in this whole thing, this episode, Lewis looks so drained. He looks exhausted. Like, sir, what secret are you keeping? And I'm like, there's always a way in the show, even with all these things going on, they're gonna make sure that their marriage is fractured. I was like, can we please? All of this, you better tell her before I do. If she act this way, as far as Eddie and the mom and the cancer, and did you know? Like, you didn't have nothing to do with this. And she about to come at you about if you knew and you didn't tell her first.
Yeah.
Whatever you're hiding, and you've been hiding it for this long, depending on what it is, why wouldn't you just tell her? You don't owe Eddie anything. And I'm so sick of that crusade of Jax just has so much going on. I'm just gonna wait. It's just too much to lay on her. You rather lay it on her now than her find out through a second party, and and she have a reason to be upset with you because we know that's what it is. But it seems like the show does not want them to consistently have a happy marriage. So I don't know. I don't think this is going to end well for Louis. Actually, how is this going to go? And why is Louis steady sitting on this secret? It's stressing him out.
Mm.
We know he's a weakling. Like I just can't even stand to see Folok King walking around here. Like Eeyore this episode. Here's the thing. He's on thin ice. He got one more time. Let Jax find out. He'll be cooking every meal. He'll be cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and washing her drawers in the sink. Louis, he's gotta go. We talk about Love is Blind. We talk about Edmund and KB. I feel like this is an Edmund and KB situation. I feel like there is a shifting power dynamic. I feel like Folok King is damn near different, all right? Because I mean, there's no way you're a man in this relationship and you literally live in fear of your wife. Lawrence mentioned it a little bit earlier. He's like, damn, yes sir, like, oh no. tell that lady, because you know you're gonna get in trouble and you're gonna get grounded. And then what you gonna do when she take away that money? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Lewis? You're not even doing a great job at work, Lewis. What are you gonna do, Lewis? Tell her the truth. He's not good at espionage. We saw him with his iPhone in that window spying on Eddie Kane Jr. He is not that dude. Tell her the truth. Come on, because when it come out, she gonna beat you up, and then what are you gonna do? It's just a bad. Just leave him. Leave him. Leave him alone. I hate it because we ask for representation and we want what I want are strong black men in roles, you know, especially as a husband, as the leader of the household, or even a good partner, right? You want to see that modeled and emulated. We saw it in the show Forever, right? Great example of a black father, a black husband. Faux King is a damn disappointment, and those faux locks make it worse. I can't take you seriously. Jax doesn't take you seriously. Eddie Kane Jr. don't take you seriously. Mama Lou never took you seriously, and your kids don't even take you serious. Throw the whole man away at this point, in my opinion. Go over there, be with Billable Bill. Let him blow your back out like he did Sally.
Oh, now you're doing too much. Lawrence, do you think that this is going to affect their relationship? I'm assuming Lewis is keeping it a secret because whatever it is, it must not be jeopardizing the children himself or Jax. If it is, and if it's that intense and you held it back, just gone over there with Cash. Lawrence.
I don't think Lewis should not be protecting Eddie. I think Lewis do need to come on out and tell about the secret. And I'm going to give Lewis a little bit of credit, again, a little bit of credit, because he did end up putting that pressure on Eddie to be like, yo, you tell her or I am going to tell her myself. And I appreciate him for trying. He's not perfect, but he's trying to step up a little bit. And y'all see that? A little bit. I know Ashley looking at me right now. A little bit in this moment right here. But why continue to protect him? You don't like him. He done sunned you already, right? Like, he called you a housewife, basically. Come on out. Tell Jax the truth. It's better to go ahead and tell her the truth now instead of y'all continuing to fake it. Because we know how this community is, right? If Lewis doesn't tell her, she may end up finding out from somebody else randomly. So, yeah, it's either Lewis has to tell her or Eddie's finally going to step up to the plate. After they get Mama Lou back home, he'll have a conversation with her. It's going to be one way or the other.
He's going to wait until she's good and in his grace. If they hug multiple times this episode and you're going to wait until... Oh, and another thing. Why, Eddie? Bill, please. Bill. And this fake concern and this even faker casserole he was acting like he was going to bring on down. Why your hand on Jack's shoulder? Get off of that lady. What? Get away from the black women, Bill. Back off. He is so weird. It's never come off natural from episode 1. So here where he's trying to be fake and show this like, oh my God, take all the time you need. Just put the case. I can handle it. It's okay. I'm thinking that he's assuming since Jax has so much going on, she's not vigilant and paying attention. And that he has the upper hand of whatever the hell he sees as an opportunity. I'm thinking Jax, of course, is smarter than that, and she can tell and she knows what's what. Nobody in their natural black ass mind is trusting Billable Bill. What's the trust? It's very sneaky little Chester cat, like what the hell are you doing? What's in your pockets, Bill? What's in your basement, better yet? But he's telling the partner, she's like, well, just go on and do. No. Oh, God, I would no. That's not what's best for Jax. We have to do what's best for Jax. Meanwhile, you heard Jack's mom got, you know her mama got the cancer, right? Did she tell, oh, she has cancer. Oh, God, the mama got cancer, right? Like, he's planting and trying to see things, and it's just really not working. I'm hoping nothing pans out for Bill and it all falls apart, because if you're trying to be incognito and really ease your way into whatever, it's not working for us, so I doubt it's supposed to be working for Jax. Ashley, how do you feel about Billable Bill?
Up to no good around the neighborhood. Y'all already know what I told y'all about this man. I know he's a serial unaliver. I know he's got bodies in the basement. I know that that's not just a damn merchant marine tattoo on his back. I know there's underlying things. He's got an obsession with Jax. The touching is not new. He gonna want her at the end. Something's gonna happen. He either want that lady, like I said, look at his wife, look at Jax. I'm just saying, there's something more than becoming partner that Billable Bill wants. Even if you listen to how he interacted with the senior partners when he came in the office, he like when he said something about Jax, he looked at him kind of like it was like the first time we'd really seen Bill get a little, and I was like, what is this about? Not you trying to act and feel it's obsession. It's weird, and I guarantee it's gonna be so bad. And I hope we get it next episode. Damn, how long do we have to wait for this reveal? He's a mess. He probably want her. If it's not that, it's something very sick and twisted, some vengeful plot. But Billable Bill has never been right. Sally's a dingbat. She's gonna be collateral damage in the mix because it's never about her. It's always about another character. This is about Jax. This is about, at this point, it ain't even about his wife or the partnership. This is about Jax, and I need it to be revealed expeditiously. And the casserole, sir, don't nobody want your casserole. What you put in it? Raisins? Nobody wants that, Billable Bill.
I would hope not. Oh Lord, I hope it's not that. Like the hand on the shoulder and just his weird, and even the dynamic with Sally, which we'll get to. It's like, well, if I can't infiltrate Jack's space in that way, let me go here. It's just I didn't like how he just showed up last episode. That didn't sit well with me. But I'm like, we can't have the whole I'm obsessed with Jack's thing again. Like we just did
Right.
that season. Like we can't have someone here obsessed with her. And I feel like we kind of got that same thing with Sean Patrick Thomas. Like, he was like, oh, yeah, like, girl, let me smell it. It was, oh, my God. Like, everybody wants Jack's dirty draws.
Everybody wants Jax. She had hot fire, Tyra. She looked good. She
Hot
smelled
fire.
good. Yeah, she had hot fire.
Okay, cool.
And is. Did you see that backfield in motion? I said, damn, Jax, this episode
Yeah,
was
she
you know what like that.
with the pencil skirt when she was walking to the car. I know what you're talking about. I saw her ass. I saw her ass, Jack.
Damn.
Okay. To the vehicle. When she said, yeah, Mom, you can go drive yourself, but I'm going to follow you to the hospital. I'll be right behind you. Ass and pencil skirt. Run it back, y'all. Lawrence, how did you feel about Billable Bill and his nasty casserole?
Yeah, that outfit that y'all was talking about, I think it was like some cheetah print or something like that. She was talking to her mom. Jax was looking amazing. Absolutely. Bill, I need you to just pick a side. Simply pick a side. Either you're gonna roll with the partners, right? You can stab Jax in the back, or you're gonna be a man, have some heart for Jax, and try to work with her. Like, just pick a side at this point, Tommy. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? And he is sinister. We don't know all of his plans. We know he wants to make partner. He made him doing something crazy to potentially harm Jax or the partners. I don't know, but like Ashley said, I do expect him to spaz out at some point in time. I don't know when, but I feel like it's coming. He be moving around on the show here like a freaking android. You know what I'm saying? Like what are we talking about right now? Oh, I'm sorry. I have flowers from the farm. I had to say that. I'm a human. He kills me. Like he's listen. The actor Joseph Sakura is killing the role. Don't get me wrong, but listen, this android is on a different level, and yeah, I can't wait to see how it's going to unfold. But yeah, I just want to pick a side, man. Pick a side. I something tells me, I know he wants to make partner bad. I just got a feeling. It's got a small sliver of hope that he's gonna ride with Jax. But again, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know what to think, and I want to know what was the instruction for him to act that way, because being kind of stoic and mysterious is one thing, but he gives that he would fit perfectly in the Severance universe. Like, why is it so far the way that because we've seen him act, he can, project and give emotion and give you some
Right.
time to be over the top. This is totally different. Like, why this? Is this supposed to be your average white tea man? What is this? It's very, very robotic and unnatural. I don't know.
Do you think there will be a reveal by the end of the season, Tyra, where he his real self comes out? Like he has a different tone of voice. And
if we could do that and it was like code switching or something,
like
I
he'd
would
been
think
pretending.
you wouldn't have to code switch with your own ex-wife. Like, why? This is how he acts across the board. Like, it's awkward. Oh Lord.
He's going to unzip himself and say, "I'm Corey Cash."
the liquor maid, child. The way I thought about it, that scene in A Different World where they go on down on the beach and Ron dips his finger. He's like, there ain't no damn liquor maid, Ron. What are you doing? Why is the baby on down to the local park trying to give daddy's good medicine with the fun dip? It was problematic. All of the flashbacks had me not only emotional, but I was really scared of Eddie. I did not like the portrayal. It was sinister. I was like, I
Mm,
don't know if it's far, just like the billable bill, but it didn't give just my, self-loathing trying to cover up with a little key. Meanwhile, I'm a drug addict. It didn't just give that. It was something, it was an ick on him. I was like, why is he a creep? It was giving creep behavior. Now, one thing, with the irrational behavior and yelling at the baby, and we knew what he was trying to conceal in that case, but it was something on him that just really gave creep. And I didn't want Jax to hug the man. I was like, get off of her. Get these damn man away from your daughter. I don't know. I don't know. I just really didn't like it. Um, Baby Lou, Mama Lou is just a tragic case. Just a tragic case and a poor judgment in every man that she's just been
Every
adjacent.
man.
I'm like, what's him? She just never stood a chance. For whatever reason, they chose all the way back down memory lane and in the present to give her this redemption thing. I was like, why? Why? We were really trying to shine a light on her in the midst of Eddie's antics of she's doing the best she can with what I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. I'm gonna do the best I can, and we chose this. I can't perceive this because if she was smart enough to understand, I'm not gonna let you affect my child in this way. If we're gonna remove ourselves, I'm not even letting you in the house. That entanglement with her leaving little mama alone at the house and the Sesame Street, that's one thing, but how can you be so nuanced here and pick Jax and get that element away, and then we turn around with the Paul? It just didn't kind of correlate to me in that way, because baby, let that judgment follow all the way through. This was really sad. I felt so sorry for Jax. I felt so sorry for Jax. I was like, you're just losing on every single side. The best thing that you could have taken away from this was, of course, Jax quirks and more distasteful things like running to the cigarettes, the weed, the sex, all of these substances to kind of subside her emotions. Mama smoking at the window and those things. Like, yeah, it's earned, and y'all brought it to me. I damn near inherited. But the way that this man, and I know that they were supposed to be giving in the midst of his addiction, you can't choose yourself or your baby or your wife. You got to choose that stuff. It's just, there will be no grace given for Eddie. I don't got nothing to say to you, man. I don't have nothing to say to you. I don't want anything to do with you. The blatant ass, like, and we've seen like addicts who, like, baby, you couldn't even go to another room. You
right.
couldn't even keep yourself, private, or like, let me try to hide it. I don't want to put this on my impression. Like, you want ish from jump. You just sorry as hell overall. Like, the way it's just, oh, I need to shoot up now in the kitchen and overdose so my baby can come in and see it. I need to yell and be out here begging and just to get in the house to some dope. Like you couldn't even go anywhere. You sniff it, and yeah, that's daddy's medicine. And I was like, please don't sniff no blue sugar, baby Jax. And I was happy that it was just fun dip down at the park with the friends. But this could have just escalated and got so far. I was just really feeling sorry for baby Jax, and I just wanted to give her a hug because her parents ain't yet. Neither one of them. Ashley, how'd you feel about this?
Baby Jax was so precious. The little baby they have casted as Baby Jax was so adorable and so precious, which made his depiction even more deplorable. When he said, "Don't touch my ish, Jax," I said, "Oh, you would have been out right then. Don't talk to my baby. Don't cuss at my baby. Are you crazy as hell? What's wrong with you?" Mama Lou has been a degenerate her whole life and chosen terrible men for all of that. There's no way I'd let you even be around my child, let alone, and I get a latchkey kid. You know what I'm saying? If you were born in a certain time period, 9 times out of 10, your mama went to the corner store and left you at the house. Don't answer the phone. Don't open this door for nobody. However, this heifer came back with a whole big bag of groceries. You didn't go to the 7-Eleven up the street. You went to the grocery store and stayed there knowing a crackhead was on the loose. You know this crackhead on the loose been trying to get into the house, and you expect your baby not to let her daddy in? This daddy that you done let around? Like, Mama Lou, I watched it the first time and I said, oh, okay, Mama Lou tried to be about something, but in hindsight, that hoe ain't never been about nothing. Even in this, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it still wasn't that. And then to see Jax go through all this. Like I said, the needle hanging out of old Eddie Kane Jr.'s arm because he don't have the decency to go to the bathroom like a regular addict. Who does it right there out and about? Like, why did you go in a closed bathroom? I thought that's what the crackheads do. That's like lore. That's like part of the history. You go in the bathroom, you got the spoon. Also, I've never seen you light up the spoon first, then put the stuff on the spoon. That was a very interesting how he did that. And that weird syringe. Not being nitpicky, but it was very interesting. It was very Playhouse, and I didn't know. But yeah, diabolical. He always been diabolical. He would have never seen my child, lose my number, forget you ever knew her, go be a crackhead on the corner. There'd be no way this man would be my proxy signing for anything for me later in life. Mama Lou is still a lunatic, if you ask me. But yeah, this in the playground. Baby, you was about to snort the fun dip when she said, ooh, this that good medicine. I said, Jane, it was horrible to see. I said, what made y'all make that choice? Then she got the straw. I said, oh, she's about to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was too much. It was
Yeah.
too much. And again, if it was to try to redeem Lou's character, it didn't do that for me. It just made me feel like she's been terrible the whole time.
Yeah.
There's just been something terrible. Just even the elements of protection, it was only going to go so far. I see you out there. You're a threat, but you better go before I call the police. It's a threat, and there's no action behind it. Like, no, you choose yourself and your baby, and you get that man the hell up out of here. And he wouldn't have been there to be hanging with the needle out his arm doing Sesame Street. Ugh. Lawrence, how'd you feel about this?
Y'all remember that scene in Sinners, right? Whenever one of the twins was inside the barn and the other one kept coming to the door, let me in, little brother. That's what I was getting from Eddie. Eddie was out here looking like a Sinners vampire. Are you kidding me right now? Listen, and think about it. Usually, yeah, I mean, you need to tell me as a man, and I'm the only man on this panel, but as a man, if you're going to do this type of drug, you can't, like Ashley said, you can't go to a whole nother room. You can't go to the bathroom. At least you can do it near your daughter. You know your daughter's around the corner. You're gonna do it near her, pass out, and I felt my heart just dropped for Lou. And again, both these parents are terrible parents, but my heart dropped for young Lou at that time, the mom, when she saw that, and Jax sees it as well. I'm like, oh my God. How could you not have that in your memory bank for almost forever, right? It's just a sad situation for Jax, but then again, lets me know this is why Jax is who she is. This is why she has complications a lot of time with men, because she has those horrific memories of her father. And I don't know if the father can truly repair the relationship. It's going to take a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to be a little situation at the hospital, which I know we'll talk about that. But it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of therapy. Again, my heart was broke in that scene with the needle. And this man, Eddie, he's diabolical, man. The younger Eddie was just a complete tyrant. He was a complete tyrant.
I ain't never seen it. Like, clearly, girl, this man was an addict when you met him, or before you met him, for him to be that tough and neat. I got to do it right here. Like, why? In the middle of the living room. And you explain, oh, this that good medicine. That was the best you had. And even when we catch her with the fun dip, and you're not going to have this around my daughter, Eddie, you need to go. He's like, yeah, come to daddy. I was like, what the hell? Get the hell away from that little baby. I didn't like it. I just need him to go. If this
And also, what course did we set these other baby girls on, Tyra? Because the little girl, that cool. I said, oh God, future crackheads.
Trying to spread the good word about the good dope. Now, we do have a whole baby shower take place here, and we have a friend-to-friend moment. I do appreciate them making sure to put the friends here. I didn't expect to see them this much this season, so I like that they're making time for that. But I think it's very telling who Jax decides to be vulnerable with. Of course, we don't want to be vulnerable with our pregnant friend. This is about her. Let her enjoy her day and all of those good things. But I'm not telling Sally nothing. Baby Sally laid up over there with Bill. Something's wrong with Sally. Sally is just so anxious and eager because I'm sleeping with Bill. Yeah, why? This is a baby shower, girl. Shut up. Like, and then she lied. Like, first you lie about it. Oh yeah, Lewis told me. Like Lewis got enough going. Don't put his name meant nothing.
Right,
Well,
right.
no, actually, I'm lying. It was Bill. Yeah, we effing. Yeah, but we're kind of we single. Well, no, we're not single. We actually separated. Yeah, but he's a good man, Savannah. Like you don't know anything about it. I'm sure she's over there probably pillow talking. We don't know Bill's motives, like how eager she is to spread those legs with this girl. That's one thing. But Jack's like, baby, I don't need none of that. I'm not going to be vulnerable with you in this moment. I'm going to take it in the room with my other friend. I could understand that, but we have her find this guitar pick, and of course we get history with that. And the whole thing, that was another thing that I just couldn't really click with, because it was like, oh, it's Mama Lou being old Mama Lou, doing the good things that a mother does, giving you a little keepsake to hold on. And of course we'll get to how Jax felt about that guitar pick and all those good things, and when she had her conversation. But Sally must be stopped. Sally must be stopped and sat down. But this whole rhetoric of she's a good mama, Savannah, and yeah, this was a selfless act, and making this understanding of why Lou would take this pursuit that she did. I didn't believe it, but I just need Sally to be sat down. I feel like she is going to be integral to whatever case that takes place next season. Because what are you setting yourself up for? And what is so great about Bill that, oh yeah, like she's giggity, like she knows him. You don't know anything about this man. Lawrence, how did you feel about this baby shower?
Uh, Shout out to Autumn. The baby shower was looking great, her and her lady. But at this point in time, I gotta be honest when I say this right here. I think Sally's a hornball, and it's time for Sally to go ahead and create an OnlyFans page. Um, Go and charge $9.99. A lot of people put $10 in their gas tank, so it's cool, Sally. Get an OnlyFans page so you can handle what you're going through with right now, because you need an outlet, and that's the best outlet for you. Sally is a lot to handle right now, and I just think this relationship between her and Jax is going to be severed. Like it's going to go down bad. Like she was like, oh, she tried to put it on Lewis, which I thought was pretty funny, but eventually, like you said, she does come out and tell the truth. And are we talking about Chanel as well on this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was the
Okay.
one who said it was a selfless thing, and she was being a good mother. What? Okay.
Chanel.
I
Well,
mean,
I mean,
a little like a condescending tone, like, baby, since I know you and what I know about your mother, this is probably the best thing and the most selfless thing she's ever did, which says a whole lot.
yeah. I appreciate Chanel being there, trying to talk Jax out of the stress of smoking a cigarette. Things had to be bad for Jax if she's going to turn around and smoke a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when people go through something traumatic like this, you end up going back to some of those old habits. We saw Jax, she was about to do that. Chanel was looking really good in this episode. I don't know if it was the hair or them jeans. But anyway, she was looking really, really good. Um, but yeah, I was sad for Jax in this moment because I know she's going through hell and back in this scenario right here. But other than that, I thought the baby shower was looking good. Shout out to Autumn. We wish you best of luck with the little one on the way.
Ashley, how did you feel about this baby shower and Sally's behavior?
Yeah, I was really, really surprised that Jax went ahead with it. Because she can be so selfish in most aspects of her life, and I'm really surprised that she was like, "Oh no, I promised her, I'm definitely going to do this. This is a big deal," and was able to kind of, for the most part, put her stuff to the side to create a beautiful event because the event looked good. Everybody like they were having a good time, and so when she steals away to the bedroom to kind of reminisce and harp on everything that's going on, I was like, okay, I get it. This is heavy. This is a lot to think about because, again, kids will love even a terrible mother, right? And still have issues around that. And I also think probably contemplating the idea that we'll never really get resolution or to the bottom of the issues. Mama Lou's not in a place, even on her deathbed, to give Jax what I feel like Jax wants or needs from her mother to kind of resolve or reconcile the relationship fully to the point where it could be healthy. But outside of that, Sally from the Valley is an utter and complete liability. This is not a friend that you keep in your circle at all. This is a person that you meet with for drinks every other weekend, maybe every couple months, maybe once a quarter. You know what I mean? You might go on the town with her. But Sally is not someone you confide in. Sally is not someone you tell your secrets to. Sally is not someone that knows anything of your business that you don't want the world to know. Loose
I
lips sink ships.
I I, I
And
just
go ahead.
I was going to say I just think with friends like Sally, I think you have to cut them off. There's no, in my personal opinion, there's no such thing as, we could do it in a quarter. You reveal to me who you are. I can't have you on the team. I can't have you on the roster as a friend. Like, I can't trust you no more. Life is too short to have friends like Sally hanging around.
Absolutely, for sure. And so, I mean, outside of that, like she told what Bill said, she'll tell something that Jax has said in the past. Bill's going to really sap information out of her. And I see why she's the low-hanging fruit and the one in the friend group that he would latch onto. She's in a vulnerable position. She likes to run her mouth. I can bang her back out. And pillow talk is a mug, right? We're going to share. We're going to do all those things. This is going to work according to his villainous plan. Trust and believe. As far as Chanel, girl, don't tell me nothing. Oh, don't tell me nothing. You the reason your cousin lost her house and her marriage, Chanel. You can't tell me a damn thing. Don't try to console me. Don't try to comfort me. Just be an ear at this point. The only one in this friend group I trust is the therapist, damn near, just about.
Right.
And I wonder about the privilege with her, tell her something. She might tell her lover. But other than that, this, it was what it was. The girl, that damn guitar pit, I don't care, Jack. Smoke the cigarette. Smoke the stick if that's what you want to do, if that's going to make you feel better. What happened to the ganja? What happened to the ganja you smoke every other night? I would think that would be more of a release and a euphoric sensation than a cigarette. But hey, do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I thought she was going. We don't have to stay here. Just ship them kids off, okay? This is the low hanging fruit of the show to me. I think these kids are here just to be traumatized and yelled at. I don't want to see it no more. Every scene, every season, it's not a whole lot or enough positivity in between to me. And there's never like a center focus of like the way Spencer just be coming through the house. Like what Spencer? What how Spencer gonna be like, hey son, like yeah, he here to drop little one-liners and drop tears. This is the second time that we've seen Spencer in an episode, and he's dropping tears again. Like, why y'all keep making these children cry? Like, I put this here, not just because I want them children shipped off, because I feel like they don't ingratiate them in the storyline well enough. And every time we do, it's to wag the finger and not kind of fix the foundation of who Jax is as a mother, just parenting, or just as a wife, and things that she's not touching on because she's like really successful as a lawyer in those cases and pursuing that. But here is where she kind of drifts and isn't her best self. We don't course correct or really do anything. It's just, you can go to prison, Naima. You know what they do to little girls in jail type? Yeah, okay. Well, that's that. I really put this here because I hate that they have not told Naima what's really going on. And she's like, oh, it's not like Grandpa Paul. Not like Paul. Is she gonna go like Paul? Because I still really love and care about Paul. Can we not? Can we not? Like, why wouldn't we tell Naima? No, Paul was never that. And it's still the same cycle that we're perpetuating here with Jax. We have to protect and not mention those things. We don't want to tell her who Paul really is. So she's still celebrating this man as the grandpa that she lost, who was a good man. No, can we just not do that? Actually, what do they need to do with these kids? And it really grinded my gears to hear her say, "Oh, not like Paul, because we love him."
Girl, this family is based on secrets and lies, so it doesn't surprise me. What pissed me off is that you bring this son back from damn boarding school to come to the hospital and sit in the waiting room. Who does that? What are you doing that for? Did it ever give they were that close that he needed to be there for this surgery? Like, what are you doing to your kids? Have the conversation over the phone, and if things go bad, call, then maybe so he can say his goodbyes. But what are we doing? I don't understand, Jax, her rationale and with these kids. First of all, you don't invest any time with them. Your whole life, I mean, out of everything we've ever seen in all 3 seasons, how much time have we really seen with them not disciplining their kids, but just loving on their kids and having conversation? I'll wait. Exactly. Like, what do you want? And the fact that you guys wouldn't tell Naima about this monster and the dangers of this. That's why the heifer got caught shoplifting. Because you don't tell her anything. You don't teach her anything. And it just bothers me because it's like you're not raising these kids. They're just growing. They're just going to age out of the system, age out of your household, and be ill-equipped to face the world. I really hate this depiction. I really wish they would have been a childless couple. I really would have preferred that they were just working on their career and, loving on each other. I hate that kids are even involved in this because they're doing them such a disservice. I don't think this is a healthy representation of parenting. I I really don't. And I hate it. And for them to sit in the waiting room and like, it pissed me off, is what it did for me.
Oh. Lawrence, do you mind the kids being here? How do you feel about it?
Oh God, I think one of the funniest parts of this episode right here. It wasn't too many funny parts. When Spencer, when he did come back, it was like, but it was like, we gotta talk to you about something. He tells his dad, but it better not be another situation with you having a baby on the side. He mentions how he deals with dark humor, right? I think the issue with these parents, I think it's a generational thing, right? Between the previous parents, and it's kind of like passed down, unfortunately, right? They don't have great parenting skills. And I just feel like even when they talk about these stories with the grandpa or whatever, I feel like they always tell these children some of the truth, but not all of the truth. Like they have no clue about who their grandfather or grandmother really is. It's kind of like the parents kind of like painted a brush over who their parents really are for me.
Mm. Not she unorthodox and untraditional. That don't give her room to be a bad mother, DeMarcus. I don't care. She can be all of that and still. And I'm not expecting anybody to be perfect here, but there never seems to be any growth. Just like maybe she's her mother's. I'm my mother's daughter. She's her mother's daughter. She is. She is her mother's daughter, and it shows. So I guess the representation is there. But I do wish that we get something else with the kids. Like y'all do have kids, but this whole scenario at the hospital and the white light and all the back down memory lane of it, little scenes from the previous season, and I made your favorite pie, check, the one you like. Oh, I'm here to get. I was like, what are you doing? Show? Don't try to do that. Don't try to do that. It was this desperate need to like this time clock of okay, we need to make this surgery in this situation matter. So we need to boast who we've known Mama Lou to be a whole lot more. And whatever you thought you saw, it wasn't that. Remember, it was they literally did like a super cut of the good times. I was like, get this out of my face. All of the little few and little farce moments where her and Jax shared a shining moment and they weren't arguing about something. What? I couldn't get with that. They wanted us to care so bad whether or not this woman lived or died, and I just could not give a flying. I didn't care. I did not care. Honestly, I was hoping that she went on up to the upper room so she could be with Ray in the boom boom room. I want her to go. I want to say, you know what? If this is the way Pauletta goes out, she needs to go. I knew it wasn't gonna be that the moment they decided to hit the nail. Like, oh no, mom, you can come on down and heal in Spencer's room. I was like, who wrote that? Who put that in the script? I should hope that nothing is that on the nose and she's not healing in Spencer's room and oh, she's the one that's being cried over. This just was too much for me. All of who she was can exist and Jess can still relay the same emotions. That's her mother. She only has one. She's gonna love. That's what the show wants us to go on. Oh, you only get one mother. Like I'm not always gonna be here. That's her prerogative to feel that way and be emotionally invested. We don't have to. They did all of that for us, all this fan service. Maybe when they was all walking and synced down the hospital corridors and they rolled her into the room and sedated her and it all faded to white. I was like, what? Get this out of my face. I did not care. I didn't have one ounce of emotion or concern for Mama Lou. I was like, well, if it's her time to go, it's her time to go. It's unfortunate that her and Jax couldn't be in a better place for it, but let's get this show on the road. I didn't know what they wanted us to do with this. Lawrence, I know that you had some feels as far as Mama Lou. Did you care about this?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I did care about this right here. Listen, when they started playing all those flashbacks right there, my heart was racing. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was like, yo, Mama Lou is officially about to be out of here. Then we saw the doctor come in. I was like, oh God, I know it's official now. Like the doctor came here, the doctor and Jax are out of eye. I'm like, okay, dang, this how they gonna do Pauletta? It was a good I was like, dang, Paulette, it was a good 3 seasons, but it's what it is, right? But I guess the way it's looking, she's gonna pull through That's what they're saying. Again, we gotta know who Jack's gonna be screaming to eventually on the next episode, episode after that. But yeah, I cared about this moment. I thought this moment was significant, and I think for Jax, she is hopefully finally waking up and realizing, how much she kind of needs her mother. Her mother even said, well, one day I'm not gonna always be around, and one day you're gonna be in my shoes. You know what I'm saying? I think Jax is kind of realizing that may be true. And I fully believe that the mother will hopefully, and I know Lewis is not going to like this. No man will like this right here. But then again, I get it. If she's dying of cancer, or she was dying of cancer, that the mom is going to come live with the family. So then you have Eddie coming over there all the time. Sorry, no, Lewis is going to be pissed about that. But yeah, overall, this got to me. This was kind of emotional. I was looking at the tweets about this right here. A lot of people thought that Mama Lou was officially about to be out of here.
That's how they painted it, Lawrence. And
Exactly. That's how they did. That's how the writers did it. They had us thinking, pulling with our heartstrings, playing with our heart. You know what I'm saying? You got people here clutching their pearls, thinking she might be out of here.
I was not one of them people, Lawrence.
Oh.
I was like, is she dead yet? Because
Yep.
there's only so many areas that we can go with her character. Unfortunately, she doesn't get a whole lot of screen time, and when she does, it's often been negative or what you didn't do, or we spent so much time revolving around Paul. It's always been bad. We didn't get a whole lot of good. And then we come here and it's just supposed to be up, but she's about to die. So everything that happened, just forget about that and let's just pray. And we're gonna walk side by side, and Ed is gonna be over here. We're gonna roll it. Oh, live long and prosper, Mom. All right, the hell, Ashley, Mama
I could give a damn. I could give a single damn. I don't believe this. I don't believe none of it. Oh, because I was always there. My mama was always there for me. I love my mama. We had a best relationship ever. And I get it. When things get tight and sad and you're embarking on the unknown, it's easy to see the past in rose-colored glasses. But I ain't forget. I've been watching for 3 seasons and I ain't forget. And I could give a damn. Go on to glory if that's where you're going, Mama Lou, or wherever you're going to go. Be blessed. I really, you can't be a piss poor mom choosing everyone, really molding Jax into the unhinged person that she is, and expect me to give a single damn, to shed a tear at the repass, or do any of that. You've been a monster, in my opinion. You've been hell on wheels. You took my child and put them in a possibly precarious situation with the same man who potentially violated me. Hell nah. Go slow, ho. That's how I feel about it. There's nothing that I cared about during this montage. They could have kept it. Be blessed.
That go slow mo. Ashley. Oh Lord. DeMarcus, I think you already know the answer to this question as far as who's a better mother, Mama Lou or Joyce Thomas. Joyce didn't have too much of a leg to stand on. So I'm gonna go with Lou. At least she tried for what she's supposed to represent here in the show. I just, even if it's later in life and in that first season, it's like these things happen. We addressed them. I messed up as a mother, but I'm gonna do my best moving forward. It's always a rebuttal with her. It's always blame to be placed somewhere else. And well, what about when you and I? What is all of this? You don't get to do that with me. And since it's never been, this is the mother. I couldn't be that mother then or whatever, but this is who I am now, and I want to show up the best I can for you and for my grandbabies. I'm sorry, Jax. No, it's just all right. Then what? Actually, who's the better mom? Actually, please. They're both diabolical. Just pick one.
I'm going to go over there with Joyce Thomas.
Oh,
I ain't hear about none of her kids being violated. Now, she may have been absentee and took all their money, and she ain't, keeping your kids without you paying her. But, yeah, I'm probably going over there with Joyce. Mama Lou, I think it's despicable. I really do. I think the whole PDF situation takes it over the edge for me with Mama Lou. I can't ride with her at all. I can't do it. I can't.
Lauren, what about you? It's better.
I don't even know who DeMarcus is talking about. Is this somebody from Power? I don't watch Power.
Raising Canaan.
I
It
don't
is.
watch. Yeah, I
Oh man.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
I don't even
it's
know.
another mother who is diabolical, and they opted to give her the cancer. That's why they're here together. Like, why? We keep doing this, and this was just recently too. Like, y'all really doing this
Most
double
recent
back?
season.
Most recent season, giving somebody the cancers. Like, can we not? And then we have to forget everything that they did before. And I remember this one time in band camp when you were a great mom. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. But all of this grace, I felt really disgusted, and I don't know why, because we saw even in his state, in that little bit of memory that Jax has of him from the past, she loved that man. She really did. She didn't see nobody. Oh, it's just daddy. Oh, daddy. When she yelled like, "Jax, get off my goddamn back. We're leaving. We can't stay here. We gotta." Well, when are we going to daddy? Are we gonna go visit daddy then? And then do we reconnect with daddy? Like, she was waiting. And here, all of the sentimental, like, leave it to Beaver ass moments, like, get out of my face, Eddie. And then you're sitting here holding whatever secret that you're holding. She is so much better than me. She is choosing to show grace and see light where I feel like there isn't any. This is another parent for me who hasn't just shown up and atoned for a damn thing. He just got here. It's like, well, I messed up. I'm here now. Let me meet the grandkids. Come on down to the. What? You overdosed in front of me. Didn't address it. You did your drugs in front of me. You didn't care. Like, you didn't value my life because you were that deep into your addiction. And then you disappear for years and come back here like no time has passed, and I'm just supposed to accept you because you the only daddy I got. Y'all sorry. You're sorry. But she's here praying about the situation and getting. I was surprised he was honest about the guitar pick that we had to wash the coke off of or whatever was on it. Oh yeah, that was your mom. That wasn't me, but I'm glad you had something to hold on to because you couldn't hold on to me because I wasn't here. He hasn't really talked about or addressed too much of anything. He's just here. I don't buy this. This is hurting for Jax because I know why she wants to continue to attach herself to this man. But I wouldn't have a damn thing for Eddie. Not a hug, not a nothing. Respectfully, get the hell out of my face. Ashley.
I wouldn't even talk to this man. I wouldn't talk to neither one of them if it's me. But I mean, I was really surprised to see her back in a chapel of any kind or a church. You remember season one? Jax was quoting scriptures, honey. She was the 23rd Psalms to comfort me. Like, you know what I mean? As I walked through the shop, I was like, okay, we haven't seen that since then. I ain't seen her at the church house. I used to go to church on Sunday morning. Jax ain't been over there. So this was very interesting to see her in a chapel, possibly, potentially returning to her faith. I don't know if she's abandoned it, but the show has. We haven't seen that. And so maybe that's given her the grace and mercy to have this. I just can't abide a crackhead. I'm not doing this with you. And the fact that you're still lying and you're not coming truthfully, everything is cloaked in lies and mystery. The fact that you had the secret conversation with Folak King, and as my father didn't tell me, if he didn't tell me, at least my daddy would, right? I think Jax is holding on to this idea, this image. Like, my daddy loved me when I was a little girl. He was my favorite. Like, he was the fun one. He was all of those things. And I think the reminiscing on yesteryear is what's keeping her in this place. I think she probably always wanted to be a daddy's girl. And in
Yes.
her mind, for a brief second, she was. And I just think she's desperate to get back to that point. I don't like the cut of his jib. I don't like the way his mouth hang. I would not be talking to this man alone, especially. And it would take him a lot to earn a place in my life or my children's life. The fact that he's bogarted, broken down all my boundaries, all of that shows me you still don't respect me. And the fact that you're lying to me, sir, get the hell out of this chapel respectfully while I say these prayers to whoever from my mother. I don't have it to do. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. It's she, like you said, she better than me. She's better than me too, Tyra. Cause I'm not doing it for what.
No. Lawrence, would you have any grace to give Eddie?
No, not really. But at the end of the day, I gotta keep it honest with y'all. Jax is the true definition of a daddy's girl, and because this is a TV show, I think they're going to write these next few episodes where Jax and her dad are going. I know they're going to. I know they're going to tell the secret. I know the secret's coming out, but something is going to happen. I think they're going to wrap it up, where them two are going to patch things up, and they could be on their merry way. That's just my thoughts. I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong, but I just got a feeling there's something still deep down inside of Jax. I know she puts on the hard cover, the hard mask. You know what I mean? I get it. but it's something deep down inside that lets me know that she just wishes that, man, I just wish I could have my daddy back. Even though I have this older version of my daddy, I don't know if I'll ever get the what I wanted, like Ashley said, from the past. I don't know if I ever get that version of my dad again. But Eddie, Eddie and these writers had me fooled because I thought he was trying, but of course we know he got a secret coming out, and that's going to completely devastate Jack. She might listen while you was gone, you was having a kid on the side for 10, 20 plus years. Yeah, but no, I didn't really have no thoughts about this right here. I just think it's going to be a long road for them. He's talking about, oh well, I see that you have your faith. You know, you got your faith from me and my side of the family. I'm like, come on, bro, really, really? But yeah.
I just don't have. I don't have nothing for this man. I don't have nothing for this man. You know, please, peace and blessings to Jackson, her situation. But even the whole daddy's girl narrative. Who are you, 4 or 5? Is that really? You know, is the whole that strong? I mean,
I think still that I think she still has I think that stronghold is still there.
I can see her wanting that attention. It's something that she never had. But we far from a daddy's girl, baby. He wasn't that active to get that. But okay. Maybe
Yeah, I would
they
know.
still holding on to this tight lipped. I just wanted to mention it before we got to the end. It better be something juicy. It better be something like I didn't think that we would get this far into the season and not have seen her already, or them at least. Even if Jax didn't know, maybe them having some interactions or her following, inquiring, like, "Oh, so you just gonna ignore me? Where have you been?" And him trying to like play it like, "I'm gonna get with you later," or a phone call with this person. There has been no mention at all in any type of way of Lori Harvey's character. I'm resting. Like, is it just the whole like, yeah, you raised and was here? Get back to the daddy girl thing. Like, you were there for her and not me. That better not be all it is. Like, I feel like that's a little weak if that's it. But baby, we're patiently waiting. Ashley, do you think that that's all it is, or is this something juicier?
I think this girl pregnant by him. I can't quite see this full picture, but the belly looks there. Like I said last week, I think this is his new baby. And I'm hoping we go there. It's got to be something salacious. I don't care about him just having another daughter. And he wasn't no kind of man to raise her if he was only been clean for 6 or 8 years or whatever they said. I don't care about Eddie Kane. He hasn't done enough for me to be invested. He hasn't been dramatic enough, that much of a villain, to make me care either way. And I think that's how they would have had to bring him on the show. He's either got to be a master manipulator, very cunning, like a villain, or he has to completely have this redemption arc where he's a new man, he's brand new, he's got proof, and he's showing that for me to care either way. And just to have him kind of be a middle of the road crackhead, it just it just doesn't, you know what I mean? It just doesn't. But again, I'm very well pleased with the show thus far. If it doesn't give me satisfaction in this area, I'm very sure that next episode they're going to give me satisfaction in another area. So I'm okay with this kind of crumbly portion of the story.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Lawrence, what are they waiting on? And is it a baby on the way? Like Ashley said, is she a long lost sister? What's going on here?
Basically, Lori Harvey's character came in to shoot this episode in one day and she dipped, and that lets me know that this is more than likely just going to be I have a daughter on the side type story. I hate that we're going to go down this path, but I really think it's what it's going to be. I mean, it's TV. I can see them pulling this trick out of the hat. Like, yeah, this is a daughter on the side. Jax, let me introduce you to your sister. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's so unpredictable. I would love
I know.
you gonna run for me? I'm pregnant with your baby. I would love a next Friday situation. Like, you can't run from this, Eddie. When you was on tour and we was like, oh, Eddie, please. It's just like, really, Daddy again?
See, I could probably believe it if
She's
I
not.
probably could believe the baby storyline a little bit more. This is just my thoughts. If they cast it like a woman a little bit older, she still looks so young to me. You know what I'm saying? But then again, hey, young older men like Eddie fool around with
That's
chicks
what
like
would
this.
make it
all
more
the time.
diabolical, Lawrence. Like, really, Daddy? But I know it's not that. I'm hoping it's not, because even with the sponsor, like, hey, when are you going to tell her? The longer you wait, the worse off it's going to be. Like, what is it?
Right.
It
Right.
can't just be that. Jax may feel a little slighted, like, well, damn, I wish you were in my life like that. And I've had a sister out here this entire time that I didn't know about, but that's that. The way that he's so tight-lipped about it, and how Lewis is holding on to it for dear life, it has to be something else or something more. I
Yeah.
don't know. We're gonna see. They really got me anxious. I want to know. Lori, hurry up.
And Lawrence, the old men like them young girls, honey. They
Oh yeah.
like them. They can get your mind, man. That's what they like to do.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
like
That's
the
what I'm
street.
saying. Like, I mean, the older men like Eddie definitely would go for younger Lori Harvey like that.
But leaving this here, actually, do you have any predictions for the next episode? Because I don't know what's going on.
Daniel finna get caught up in some mess. He gonna get beat up next and put in the ER like Alex was. Cause what are you doing, sir? I think this is so above his pay grade. I think we'll get back to Ozzy. We'll definitely get back to the trial. And I'm hoping next episode we actually get resolution with the trial. I hope it's kind of sped up and moved us up a little bit in time to get us there so we can start our new narrative, because that's typically what the show will do. We're gonna close that first case and start on the next endeavor. So I'm really hoping we wrap Ozzy up, we get to the bottom of what that situation is, and we start out on what the real crime is going to be, hopefully with Billable Bill. That's what I think.
Lawrence, any predictions?
Uh, man, I'm kind of tired of this parent storyline. It's kind of dragging. I want them to wrap this up. I'm hoping next season they could do something where Mama Lou and Eddie go off to Hawaii for some type of special treatment with the cancer, and they just be gone. You know what I'm saying? And this storyline is kind of dragging a little bit more. And I'm not saying I didn't like the cancer storyline, but I'm kind of over the whole Eddie and Mama Lou stuff. Anyway, Daniel's probably gonna get beat up, like I said. Something's gonna happen to him, and I'm ready for him and Kristen to come on out and tell the truth to each other. Of course, I want to know about Eddie's secret. We'll get back to Ozzy. We'll get back to the case. I did see one preview where he was like screaming in the mirror. I want to know what that's going to be about. So yeah, they're probably getting ready to wrap this thing up. Only a few more episodes, y'all. Only a few more episodes.
That's it. I just want to get to it. Like, let's go. Let's go. They have a lot of inner workings going on. Like episode 8, y'all really have to come on and get things rolling so we can hopefully look forward to the next season. But y'all, that was Reasonable Doubt. Hopefully everybody had a good time. Lawrence, I'm going to come to you first to let the people know what you're doing on your channel.
Yeah, I had a blast with you ladies today. I know it was missing EJ. Shout out to EJ. But yeah, great discussion as always. I'm ready to get this secret from Eddie. Eddie, what's the secret? Anyway, check out my review for Reasonable Doubt. Did my review the other day. It was kind of late. Got off work late last night, but feel free to go by and comment on the video. The introduction. You definitely going to want to see the introduction of my Reasonable Doubt video. It was really good. Really good. I put my heart and soul into it. But yeah, that's all I got. Reasonable Doubt. Check out that video. Make sure y'all subscribe. Appreciate y'all as always.
Lawrence said that introduction hit though. Ashley, what about you? What is going on? Tell them if Restream acts appropriately. Lord, what we got coming up? Because we be right back.
Because we will come back immediately after this to talk the most recent episode of Abbott Elementary, Vast Improvement. Tomorrow we will be back to talk the Braxtons, and y'all, the Braxtons was a mess. We'll be back to talk about that tomorrow. And we have Blockbuster Movie Night for our members. So if you recently obtained a membership, let us know so that we can make sure to add you in the collective Discord so you have access to the room to watch with us. Monday night, it's going to be double feature. We're covering both the Talamasca as well as Welcome to Derry. Super excited about that. And you know it's stacked, so please just make sure you're subscribed. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And thank y'all for coming through and supporting the live tonight. We appreciate you guys.
Most definitely. And we will be having a fine men live tonight as well. So don't miss that.
It out.
Don't block it out. Don't block the shenanigans out, Ashley. You always have a good time. Make sure that you guys come through for that, and we appreciate appreciate the time that you spent here. Anybody who's coming back next for Abbott, we want to see you there. Put them ones in the chat when you get there, and we see you guys briefly. Everybody have a good night.
She said she my eye, but I don't know her. Had to look her up. I know that I'm rich, but I can help it. I'm hood as fuck. I've been on these neck so long, sometimes I forget stuff. I can put you in my business. You might wish me dead tomorrow.